today is also Wellness Wednesday, so we are focusing actually on the skin. As the temperature starts to shift, so does your skincare routine. So here to share her tips for fall skin health, we have Dr. Mary Noel George. Dr. George, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I know we're talking about fall. We were just chatting. Yesterday did not really feel like fall, but still, as we are getting into this season, what are some things that we should note about the transition in our skincare routine?
Yeah, it's time to swap out your products as the fall temperatures come around. So like yesterday was so humid and there was so much moisture in the air, but when the temperatures drop and that humidity falls, it's really time to replenish that moisture, and we have to put that on our skin. So looking for more hydrating products is essential during those fall and winter months.
Okay, so we're looking for hydrating products. So what type of products? I'm assuming a moisturizer. Does a moisturizer count as your sunscreen? Can that be the same thing?
Yeah, great question. So it's cleanse, moisturize, and protect. So cleansers that are more hydrating, maybe switching from an oily cleanser to one that's hydrating. And sometimes those don't foam, and that's okay to get the dirt and oil and makeup off.
Okay.
So cleansers are important to switch out. Moisturizers, ones that contain ceramides, avoiding products that have salicylic acid in them because those can be more irritating when your skin is dry.
Okay.
Hyaluronic acids could add more moisturizer or more moisture to your skin. And then serums too can lock in more moisture. But it's always important to remember your sunscreen. So that's a foundation to our skincare regimen, regardless of the temperature.
Regardless of the temperature, regardless of the season, you want sunscreen. Now, are there any products specifically, I know you mentioned some ingredients, but products that people might want to avoid?
Yeah, those products are ones that are really more drying, but have salicylic acid in them. And then your retin-A or retinoids, the prescription ones and over-the-counters. It's still important to do those every day, but you may need to change the strength and drop down to lower strengths of those as the winter goes on.
Okay, and what about when we're just on social media and we're seeing all these trends? There's skin minimalism, skin flooding. How should we be cautious about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, make sure if you're paying attention to social media, make sure you're tuning into channels by the experts. So looking for someone who's a board-certified dermatologist who's delivering the message, and that's how you really know that there's science in evidence-based medicine in those practices.
Because if not, you might buy 10 products one day and then buy 10 different the next day.
Right. Yeah, and cause a lot of irritation in your skin in the meantime.
Yes, and we do not want that. Well, thank you so much, Dr. George, for joining us today. And of course, seeing a licensed dermatologist, as she mentioned, is really the way to go. So all that information for Dr. Mary Noel George is right there on your screen.